Velociraptor, as we know from Jurassic World, is a 1.7-meter scaly beast. But real fossils prove it was a turkey-sized dinosaur. T-Rex roar in the movie was so epic, but real world said otherwise. They produce infrasonic rumble that could shake your chest with its closed mouth. Spinosaurus known as a land runner in the film, but new fossils reveal it was an aquatic specialist. Hollywood logic and fossil reality are worlds apart. We're putting 16 dinosaurs under the microscope to see how movie magic stacks up against the cold, hard science of the fossil record. Velociraptor is a 4-meter scaly beast in the movies, but real fossils prove it was a 2-meter hunter covered in bird-like feathers. Unlike the movie's 2-fingered lizard hands, the real raptor had 3 fingers with palms that faced inward to clap and grasp prey. In the movie, they are depicted as super-intelligent pack leaders, while reality suggests they were likely solitary or small group hunters with bird-level intelligence. Compsognathus on the movie have 2-fingered hands and scaly skin, but real compies had 3 fingers and likely a coat of simple feathers. The movie shows them as pack-hunting swarms, while science suggests they were solitary hunters that focused on small lizards and insects. Tyrannosaurus Rex hit 13.5 meters on screen, but real-world giants topped out at 12.8 meters. While cinema shows a mouth full of exposed teeth, real-world biology suggests fleshy lips that fully covered them, alongside a coat of fine bird-like feathers instead of naked scales. They produce infrasonic rumble that could shake your chest with its closed mouth, nothing like the high-pitched movie roar. Cinema claims it can't see you if you're still, but its binocular vision was actually sharper than a modern eagle's, making it impossible to hide by standing still. Pachycephalosaurus featured a stiffened tail reinforced by ossified tendons to provide a stable base during combat, a feature Hollywood often omits. Its 10-inch thick skull was built for shoving, not the high-speed head-on collisions that would have shattered its neck in films. The movie shows it ramming heavy vehicles, but real-world combat was likely focused on low-impact shoving or hitting the soft flanks of rivals. Stegosaurus at the movie points its tail spikes, the thagomizer, vertically. Real fossils show these spikes projected horizontally to the sides, creating a deadly 4-foot-wide kill zone for any flanking predator. While the movie tail lays down near the bottom, the real tail was held straight at a 90-degree angle from the hips, and real specimens even possessed armored plates protecting their necks. These herbivores are seen running and charging in the movies, but their heavy anatomy limited them to a slow, steady walk in reality. Carnotaurus have a small and visible arms at the movie, but reality was much harsher. Their arms were actually tiny vestigial nubs, the most reduced limbs of any large theropod, rendering them practically invisible. The movie portrays it as a slow, calculating monster, but real-world limb proportions suggest it was one of the fastest large hunters to ever live. Dilophosaurus was shrunken to 3 meters on screen, but real fossils reveal a massive 7-meter powerhouse. The movie added a fictional neck frill, But the real dinosaur relied on its dual-crested skull and pure physical size to dominate. The film shows it spitting blinding acid to kill, but real science proves it was a physical apex predator with no evidence of chemical weapons or venom. Spinosaurus reaches 15 meters as a land runner in the film, but new fossils reveal a 14-meter specialist with short hind legs and a broad paddle-like tail. The movie pits it against a T-Rex on land, but real life saw this giant acting as a semi-aquatic king. Their body was built for the river, not the bipedal sprinting. They spend most of their time hunting massive prehistoric fish underwater. Titanosaurus reaches 44 meters with a swan neck in cinema. But real-world largest Titanosauridae, Argentinosaur, only grew to 35 meters and held their necks horizontally to manage blood pressure. Movie giants have elephant toes, but real ones walked on hoof-like, digitless front feet supported by armor-plated skin. Additionally, while the film versions possessed whip-like tails that were nearly half the length of their entire bodies, the real giants often feature short, stiff tails. The movies portray them as slow, lumbering giants, while evidence suggests these massive animals were surprisingly fast-growing and active herd movers. Baryonyx, sleek, fish-eating snout was turned into a boxy crocodile head by the movie. It also lacked the movie's thick armor, instead relying on its massive 30-centimeter thumb claw to hook prey from the river. The film shows it hunting humans in tunnels, but real life saw this specialist spending its time wading in shallows and snapping up prehistoric fish. Ankylosaurus, jagged, oversized spikes in the movie, don't exist in the fossil record. Real armor was flatter and more streamlined, ending in a tail club of solid bone that could snap a T-Rex's leg in one hit. The movie shows it in a high-speed duel, while real evidence suggests a slow-moving, low-energy tank that only swung its club as a desperate last resort. Pteranodon hit 9 meters on screen, but real specimens maxed out at 7 meters with no teeth in their beaks. Hollywood gave them grabby feet to lift humans, but their real feet were too weak for anything but walking or swimming. The movie shows them as aggressive human hunters, but in reality, they were coastal specialists that scooped fish like modern pelicans. Mosasaurus was inflated to 30 meters for the big screen, but the real marine reptile maxed out at 17 meters. It also lacked the movie's crocodile-like back armor, possessing smooth, sleek scales and a forked tongue to track chemical scents. Hollywood shows it breaching like a blue whale to snatch pterosaurs, but reality suggests it was a tactical subsurface hunter of fish and other marine reptiles. Gallimimus' appearance is pure fiction. Instead of the movie's lizard-like scales, these animals were almost certainly covered in a coat of feathers, looking more like giant ostriches than reptiles. The movie shows them as nervous flockers running from predators, which is one of the few things Hollywood likely got right for these desert sprinters. Giganotosaurus reached 15 meters on screen, exceeding its 13.5-meter real self. The movie added a boxy, ridge-covered skull and crocodile scutes to look like a monster, while the real dinosaur had a smooth, long skull and standard theropod skin. We saw the screen pits it against a T-Rex as a rival, but reality saw this giant as a specialized sauropod hunter, using slicing teeth to carve up the massive long necks of South America. Brachiosaurus is shown with a swan-like vertical neck, but reality suggests a 45-degree angle was necessary to prevent blood pressure failure. While the movie shows them standing on their hind legs, real-world physics made this rearing behavior a physical impossibility for such a massive sauropod. The screen version grazes like a tall giraffe, but real Brachiosaurus likely moved through forests in a much more horizontal, sweeping fashion to maximize food intake. The real world of dinosaurs is stranger than anything on the big screen. Which fossil fact hit you the hardest? Subscribe to keep digging into this dinosaurs world with us.